you seen this new article, Stargate for Data, that was done by Will DePue? Will talks about different moats and different bottlenecks that have happened throughout AI's life cycle, and he identifies data as being the next one, and he's absolutely right. And his argument is that eventually there's going to need to be this Stargate for data, just like we're doing a Stargate for compute right now. And if you go back and look at AI and how AI came about, you know, AI has been around forever. And in fact, the algorithms that we use for large language models have been around since the 70s and 80s. But we had a very limited amount of data and compute that we could do these models on. Enter in graphics cards and some of the technologies we've done there, and we started to solve the compute problem. Start to add in Stargate projects, and now we're starting to even solve more of that compute problem and the power issues, but there's still the data issue. And Will's exactly right. Data is going to be the new moat and the new bottleneck for these AI LLMs that are out there. Over at OnStak, we see this all the time. However, I don't know that a Stargate system for this data is going to be the answer. And there's a couple reasons for that. One being the fact that data is proprietary, and data is what's going to be the differentiator for companies, for governments, for people going forward. The LLMs will kind of level out and be the same. Where the differentiation comes in is the data. How do you handle the data? How do you structure that data? How do you feed the data into the AI to get the results you're looking for? And that is where the next frontier and where you're going to see a lot of competition starting to come up. Will we ever get to like that general data set? I don't think so. We looked at that. It's one of the reasons you see some of these larger frontier models going after social media. It was a treasure trove of data, at least they thought so. Interestingly enough, when you train LLMs on these social media data sets, they actually hurt performance. Their performance will drop off like 10, 20%, just because the data is not clean. It's bad data. It's not organized well. So Will has definitely identified the problem. It's something we see here at OnStak. It's one of the things that we look as a pillar of great AI is how are you handling your data? What are you doing with your data? And if you're looking to do AI and you're looking security, you're looking at compute, you're looking at where do we run this, those are all important. But if you're not looking at a data strategy, how you're organizing the data, how you're structuring your data, and how you're going to feed that data into AI, you're going to have a hard time keeping up and being successful in your AI strategies and rollouts in your companies. So to Will, I say, well done, sir. You've identified a definite bottleneck in the next great battle arena that companies will step into with LLMs. And for the rest of you out there, if you'd like to learn more about these strategies and what we do at OnStack, please reach out.